Hey guys, today we're going to list 5 rich celebrities who went broke. Let's get right into it. Number 1, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has been in the business of acting since the 1980s. He's made up to $20 million per film and has a stake in the profits of some of his biggest hits. In 2017, Depp's financial woes became more than just a rumor when he sued his longtime business managers Joel and Robert Mandel for fraud, among other things. The Mandels gave him an ultimatum in 2016. His money was nearly depleted, so he'd have to sell his beloved French estate and other valuable possessions or face financial ruin. To say Depp was hands-off with his own finances was an understatement, but even he was surprised that he'd managed to burn through $650 million since retaining his business managers in 2000. The Mandels were accused in Depp's lawsuit of breach of fiduciary duty and unjust enrichment. Essentially, that they mismanaged his fortune and took far too much for themselves. In a countersuit, they accused him of refusing to limit his selfish, reckless, and irresponsible lifestyle. Number 2, Donald Trump. Former President Donald Trump rose to prominence as a brash New York real estate developer with a wild hairstyle, high-profile romantic exploits, and a penchant for self-promotion. In the 1990s and 2000s, 6 Trump-owned businesses declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy. 5 of them were gaming companies, including the infamous Trump Taj Mahal and its parent company, Trump Hotels and Casino Resorts. The majority occurred during or immediately after the major real estate downturns of the early 1990s and the mid to late 2000s. Trump's first bankruptcy, filed in 1991, was arguably the most damaging to his lifestyle. Trump used high-interest debt to fund the $1 billion Trump Taj Mahal. Within a year of its opening, the property was more than $3 billion in debt, with Trump personally liable for $900 million. Trump was eventually required to sell the Trump shuttle and his personal yacht as part of the settlement. Subsequent Trump bankruptcies also involve staggering figures. For example, when Trump Hotels and Casino Resorts filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2004, it owed more than $1.8 billion. Number 3. Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson, widely regarded as one of the greatest boxers of the modern era, burst onto the scene as a junior boxer in the early 1980s. Tyson earned $30 million per fight at his peak, but he bled money as easily as he earned it. The New York Times revealed his extravagant spending on everything from jewelry, mansions, and vehicles to Siberian tigers in 2003. He bought a $173,000 gold chain on credit in December 2002, adding it to the $27 million in debts listed in his 2003 bankruptcy filing. Tyson was pursuing a $100 million lawsuit against boxing promoter Don King, whom Tyson claimed cheated him out of millions of dollars in revenue. At the time of bankruptcy filing, he settled with King for $14 million in 2004, reducing but not eliminating his debts. Tyson emerged from bankruptcy after losing the majority of his physical assets and setting aside a significant portion of his future earnings to pay his creditors. Number 4, Michael Vick. Michael Vick, a gifted NFL quarterback, is best known for the infamous dogfighting scandal that ended his career and forever tainted his legacy. Vick's financial woes were caused by 3 interconnected threads. First, he spent money recklessly in his early career and mismanaged his wealth. Vick also made poor investment choices, including a $1.6 million wager with a business partner who used his money to buy cars and inflate his own salary. Second, for 5 years, Vick ran a sophisticated and brazen interstate dogfighting ring from his Virginia property. Vick's financial problems were not caused by dogfighting, but they were exacerbated by his legal problems. His earning power plummeted after his conviction. Third, while Vick was winning games on the field, his first agent was aggressively pursuing a $45 million lawsuit stemming from a contract dispute in 2001. In 2008, shortly before Vick declared bankruptcy, the parties agreed to a $4.5 million settlement. Vick might have avoided bankruptcy if the agent hadn't demanded full payment right away. Vick filed for bankruptcy in 2008, listing assets of less than $50 million against debts of up to $50 million. Vick lost the majority of his physical assets in the ensuing legal proceedings. Number 5, 50 Cent. Curtis Wynn James Jackson III, better known by his stage name 50 Cent, first appeared on the hip-hop scene in the early 2000s. He became an instant sensation. 50 Cent's music sales and income have steadily declined since peaking in the mid-2000s. Despite sporadic business successes, most notably his Glacio investment, the rapper lavished himself with Rolls-Royce automobiles and the same Connecticut mansion Mike Tyson lost a few years earlier. 50 Cent, like many wealthy celebrities from low-income families, generously supported a small army of friends and family members, including his grandfather and a former long-term girlfriend. That's all for today. We'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.